What's everybody? I'm Darkel with Darkel Lux, and I want to thank you for joining us today on another video as we put together another build of a watch that I have been waiting to build. It is one of my favorite watches, and it is going to be a homage to the Rolex Seadweller. It is a watch, either you love it or you hate it. It is not that popular because a lot of people don't like the size, 43 millimeter case. They say that it's big and it's heavy, but it is a 43 millimeter case. It does have the helium release valves. There's a limited edition on there, stamped on the on the inner dial. We're going to be using a 28.5 dial. That's a Seiko dial that's been customized by me. So it is going to be a homage to this Rolex Seadweller, but with my own twist. Like the second hand is going to be in red, and the dial, I'll let you guys see that. If you guys seen the preview video I put up, you might have caught it in the preview, because I always put previews of the builds coming up, and you probably saw it. Now this case, they claim that it is 904L steel. I hope it is. I mean, there's no way for me to know. But I mean, it does feel heavy. It does feel very good quality. Now me, I'm not big on metal straps. I usually put silicone straps or leather straps on my watches because I wear my watches, and my watches are all strap monsters. I love swapping straps. The steel watches, I like them. If I'm gonna go somewhere or something, but like for everyday use, and I do wear my watches. This is a watch that, like I said, guys, ever since I got into the world of watches, I have been dying to get one of these because I've been watching a lot of watch channels. I've been following Rolexes and stuff, and this is a Rolex that I really absolutely love. Aside from just the regular classic Rolex Submariner, the Seadweller is a watch that I would love to have, but some of us can't afford to drop that much money on a watch, but thank God to the world of modding, we can have it. So this is technically a Seiko mod of the Seadweller, homage to Rolex, with my own twist. So guys, enough talking. Let's get to the bench and let's get this build done. All right, guys. Let me get these finger cuts out of the way. All right, guys, we're gonna get going on this build. All right, it's gonna be similar to the last time. Only the video is gonna be a lot shorter, guys. Guys, if you guys stuck through and watched my whole first video, I really want to thank you, because I know it was pretty long. It had the intro of my tools, my bench. That video, like I said, was mostly for me, so I can go back in the future, come back in time, and remember, what I started with, because I am going to be upgrading. And I will show you a couple other things that came in, and a couple of upgrades I did to some tools that I already had. So let's get ready here to get this build put together. So you guys can see my blower did come in. My blower came in. It's awesome. And I also had ordered this loop, which came in, which has kind of like a watch bezel thing. This is a 20 times. The other one was a 15 times, and it was great. But this one right here, I already tested it out on something, and this loom is amazing. So this is a 20 times loom. It is made out of aluminum. I love it. And I also got this little needle nose to hold the stem. And these little holders right here, I actually got a couple of these for very cheap. As you can see in there, we got the NH35 movement. We have the crown, the crown stem, and we have the hands we're going to use. You see the hands are in red. Radical, this is one of the upgrades I did right here. So this used to have just a punch on one side, and then the spring bar two on the other. This is the Bergian, and it had the big on the end. I noticed that this wouldn't fit some watches, so I went ahead and ordered the F model. So I have spring bar twos on both ends. So it's big, small. That's what it is. If I got to use something to depress something, I got this little tool right here, which is just a push bar. So yeah, man. So here we go. I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at something. There's some stuff here. So like I said, you guys already see the movement. This is the dial we are gonna be using. Let's get it out of here. It is a beautiful, beautiful dial. It is a Seiko dial, man, with the Stormtrooper on it. Freaking amazing, with the black things. Now this dial does not have any loom on it. That's okay, because the hands are gonna have the loom. But I think this is gonna be beautiful with the red hand. In fact, it has a little Stormtrooper on there. It has kind of like a custom little XX on there. It says Seadweller. It's gonna. I think it's gonna be beautiful. I think it's gonna be a beautiful build. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that's gonna turn out. And yeah. So this is the case right here, guys. Unidirectional 120 clicks, pretty decent, but no back play, pretty good. The case is actually pretty good. I gotta say, the quality is pretty good. does not have lume here. It only has the pip with lume. It has the dome, sapphire crystal, the thick dome. It does have the little lettering inside where it says, you know, helium release, escape valve, and the limited edition here has a button on the side. Okay, you know, and you know, obviously the two-piece crown back here. So yeah, man. So this is actually a very nice. The quality is very nice. I'm actually very excited about the quality. This is the strap that it came with. Also heavy, feels quality. I've already measured it to my size. I have tried it on. As you can see, it has the screw pins for the thing. Like I said, I've already removed. I removed. Usually when these bracelets is 3 links, I got to remove. So I've already got a size for myself. But I took it off for the build, and I think well, I don't think, I know I'm not going to be putting it back on. Like I said, I'm not much of a strap guy. I'm a truck driver, so I like to wear my watches and I like to be comfortable. And sometimes these straps can get in the way and stuff when I'm doing stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys. They claim this is 904 steel. The quality is very nice. It has a folder clasp right here, you know. It's very good quality. I'm not going to lie. The quality is good, very good quality. So we're going to set this aside because we are not going to be putting that on the build. We are going to be putting on this strap right here. I usually go for the butterfly type, but I went with this strap. This is from a company. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's a company called HMS. And I'm going to tell you, these straps I love. I love these little rivets they got right there in stainless steel. I think it's going to bring out the watch, and I think it's going to just look fire. Fire. I'm not going to lie. I've already put them on the case, and I think it looks nice. You know, it has this color on the inside. It is nice leather, you know, quick disconnect. I'm really going to enjoy these straps. We'll put them aside. And you guys already know the average stuff. My movement holder, you know, the Loctite, you know, my lens pen. I got these in, guys. I got my little movement holders came in. I got 2 of these little guys right here. Very good price, but we're not going to be using that today. That's for the future when I start practicing how to take things apart. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this build. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this opened up. First step, we're going to get this dial put on the movement. So let's grab our NH35 movement, which I actually haven't even checked this one. Let's just make sure everything's working good. Let's give it a little winding. You see it going right there. I'm not gonna worry about putting a hammer rotor on here because it is you know, it's doesn't have a transparent back, so we're gonna leave this one original. Oh, and it does have the white calendar date. I am confusing this with another build that I have coming that has the black calendar date. So yes, we are gonna leave it with the white calendar date. I just noticed that. I said in the intro that it was black. Sorry about that correction. It does have a white calendar date, but this now seems to be working. Let's check the function of it. Put one out. Okay, date's moving fine. All the way out. Let's wind it up till we see the date move, or it looks like right there was already set. So let's go ahead and do it. Wait for it to click to get it ready. And there it goes. There we go. We are ready to build this thing. So first things first, let's get this dial put on this thing, this movement. And after I get this put on there, you already know the routine. We got to cut the little legs off of that. We got to marry it to this. Then we're going to put the hands on there. So let's go ahead and let's get going. All right. So first things first. First things first, we're going to, I remember that I had to cut 2 of them off. This one only has 4 sticks. You know what's funny? That this might already come ready for the NH35. Let's see. It might just, nope. This also has only 1 and 1. So I will have to cut some feet off of here. Let's see what's going on here. So it looks like we're going to have to cut this one off this side. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to cut. Yeah, because I see that hole's there and this hole's here. So it looks like we'll have to cut the one on this one, and then on this side, let's see this side. Let's see where that's lining up. Yeah, There's going to be this outer one and this inner one. That's what it's looking like. Same, almost the same thing as last time. And that works for me. So let's go ahead and let's get to cutting. Let me cut this aside over here to the side. All right. So we said that one, and then it was going to be the one across from it. Let me just confirm before I go and cut it, and then I'm like, oh no, it was the other one. All right, so we're going to have this one's going to go right up in there. And then we need to remove. Yep, so it will be the one on the opposite side right here. Let's get off the camera. Let's go do this over here on the side. Again, guys, these little cutters are amazing. These little guys right here, they just cut so flush. Like it's really, really flush. I really don't, I brought out the Dremel last time, and I'm going to bring it out this time as well. I don't think I have to, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it out just because. So let's get this Dremel out and get this done. All right, so this is a Dremel right here that I'm using. It is the big one right here, but I'm going to do this on the side because I don't want this dust stuff falling on my table. So bear me 1 second, guys. Let me just go ahead and just bring this down a little bit. Give it a little filing just to make sure that everything is nice. Everything is nice and smooth. All right. Let's get some Radical and clean this up. There it is, guys. Like a baby's butt. All right, let's see if we can marry this dial now to this movement. Let's see if we can get this lined up. The last time I had a little trouble getting the whole style lined up. Hopefully that's not the case today. And it is not the case. Beautiful. I love it when things work just how they need to be. So guys, look at this. Look at this dial. Let me sure I get it to focus. It is a beautiful, beautiful little dial. Wow. Got like a stormtrooper if I can get to focus. Got like a stormtrooper on there. Very nice. I really like it. Wow, look at this, guys. Beautiful. With that red hand, oh my God, it's just gonna be fire. So let's go ahead and, all right, so we got the dial married on to the movement. Next step, guys, it's gonna be the hands. But before that, let me go ahead and change the date one more time. I wanna see it. See how it clicks. If it clicks right away, or it looks like it takes its time. I see it going there. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Guys, I am in love with this dial. Oh my God. I do love it. I do have another Seadweller dial that I ordered with that's just a blank one with my logo on there. And but that's gonna be for another build. I'm gonna be doing a black build, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. I ordered 2 dials for the Seadweller. I ordered this one, and then I got my logos in, so I wouldn't order one without the logos. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, be transparent. I put the stickers on the other dial, and I did not know dials were that sensitive, so I put them on there when I went to remove them because it was. And me and my OCD, I mean, it literally was almost perfectly straight, but I felt like it was a little bit slightly off. So I went ahead to try to remove the stickers out of there, and the dial got kind of like little scratches. And you can't really see them, but you will be able to see them in the camera. And I'm not going to let that right in the video. But thank God that I had the Seiko one right here, which is it's an awesome dial. So let's go ahead and get this done. All right. So now we are gonna go ahead. Look, I got some little metal shavings that still flew on my table. Guys, remember I told you guys I had like a blower. This is the stuff that I use right here. And it's good for like blowing certain things off the table, you know, that the blower cannot get, you know. This stuff right here is what I used before my blower came in. Office Depot. It's like one of those dusters, and it works great. So, all right. Next step, oh my God, is the hands. Here we go. This is the part that I dread. Always. But we're going to get it done. Practice makes perfect. That's what they say. Let me go ahead and open up this case before I even start doing this. Let's go ahead and get this case open so it'll be nice and ready for me. It is already loose because I have it ready to just come loose. And okay, got a little visitor there. I am in my garage, guys. All right, so this is a 2-part case back. I think it's already loose. So you see this comes off. And sometimes I've seen some videos where the Seadwellers, they have like a thing here. This one came blank. And here's a little gasket. Then you have this piece. Now, this is the part that's tricky to me. It brought this little thing here. But I don't think it goes inside here. So I think that this, and it might be like some kind of, I think it might go in there. So you know what? It came like this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there. It might be like one of those things where, you know, so the movements fits in there nice. We'll find out as we're doing the build if it goes in there or if it goes at the end. I try to see if it goes on here. It doesn't go here nowhere. And this does have 2 little gaskets. It has one right here, as you guys can see right here. And then this one, which goes on this side. So yeah, there it is. This is the side that actually screws in. So then there's one that goes on this side, which is this one, where this locks onto. So double sealed, very nice. So now that we got this open, let's set this aside. Let's actually put it in my dust cover. Let's put all of this in my dust cover so that it's not, you know, catching dust. Let's just put it inside of here and kind of like set these things to the side. All right. Close this little dial holder up and get it out of the way. All right. Now, let's get this on the movement holder right here. I still haven't found a way how to modify this. I'm going to come up with an invention where I can put something here temporary. Now, I did order a movement holder that's for this, that goes right over this so that it'll be like a perfect center shot because this thing does center. So I did order an NH35, NH30, all the NH series that will fit in it. It's kind of like gold color and it's made for this base. It goes right here and it will stay sturdy, and I can't wait for that to come in. So hopefully it should be in by the next build. So we'll see how that goes. But for today, we got to do it like last time, guys. We're going to have to like tough it out. So guys, you know, I know a lot of guys will talk through the whole build, but we're going to go ahead and throw some little music on and let you guys just relax as I go through my trials and errors. All right, guys, enjoy the video, guys. go, man. We got the finished product right here, guys. Let's go ahead and put these bands on. Like I said, it came with these bands, but I like to rock leather bands and, you know, silicone bands. I mean, it will look very, very nice. I'll give you guys kind of like an idea. Like you can see, they're just made for that. They just wow. It is beautiful with the bands, but I want to rock it. I'm going on the road tomorrow, and I want to rock these bands because this is gonna look sick. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these bands on here. Let's go ahead and get this done real quick. Let's go ahead and pop this side on first. I really love these quick. Again, these are from a company called HMS. Amazon. They were about 15 bucks on sale. Oh, actually, they were more than 15 bucks. It's just that I had a credit. So they're more like 20 something bucks on Amazon. Come in different colors. They got different. They got different styles as well too. I think that's it. They're on. Are they on? No, they're not on this side yet. They got different styles as well. All right. So what's going on? Are we having trouble with this side or piece of leather maybe sticking out? I think there's like a piece of leather here that's impeding it from coming out. Let's get them in there. There we go. All right, guys. Let's take a look at the finished product, man. Let's clean this out. All right, this watch is called the Empire. You guys think about that? Beautiful, beautiful timepiece. You know, later on down the line, I'm gonna find a connection because eventually I'm gonna get myself an engraving machine, and later on down the line, I'm gonna be able to engrave crowns and back plates. But this is my watch. It's a personal build. Like I said, guys, you know, I have problems with the hands. I have all the spare parts over here on the corner. You know, the minute hand, this minute hand was bad. You know, the the red seconds hands was bad. I messed up a crown. This thing came in this build, but I think this for a certain kind of, maybe a different kind of movement. I didn't need it here. The M35 fit perfect. So all these, you know, the set of crowns the set of hands that I bought, they had a defect in them. The red one, and it was at first I thought it was me, but it was a defect in the way they bored the holes on the actual hands. The red one, the first one was with the minute hand. I cannot get it on there. When I looked at it with my 30 times loop, I realized that the hole was messed up. I can't show you guys because I don't have a magnifier camera. But yeah, this was a defective hand, and the second hand was also defective. It wasn't bored all the way through, so I couldn't get it on there. Thank God I had an extra set of hands. Right now, my hour hand is gonna have blue loom, and then the minute hand is gonna have the C3 green loom. That's okay. Like I said, down the line, I am gonna change the hands. But guys, here it is. This is the finished build right here. Let's throw it on. Right now, guys. By the way, I am rocking today my Addie's Dive Batman right here. It is a quartz watch. It's a AD 2050 from Addie's Dive. Beautiful watch. One of the watches that got me into this whole watch thing. I bought this, you know, a while ago, maybe 6 months ago, until I decided I'm gonna start mounting my own watches. But this came with a Jubilee, so it's technically a bad girl. And I tried a whole bunch of oyster birds. I couldn't find anything good. I got these Binlam straps on here, which I love, and I wear this a lot. This is you know, it's a GMT. I'm a choke driver. I use this a lot when I'm on the road. But guys, I gotta tell you, this is probably gonna be my new toy, my new everyday watch right here, man. I gotta tell you guys. Let me try to get this on camera. And I'm not a big fan of straps like this. I like those butterfly straps, but these straps were just, when I saw these straps, man, I was just blown away. I love the white pinstripes, the black, and I like the little chrome divots it has right here. Gives it class. Guys, check it out. What do you guys think? So this build is called the Empire. As you can see, I had them add a little Stormtrooper logo on there. It is a Seiko dial. It does not have loom on the dials. I wanted that dark look like that with the red hands, but I didn't want this to be so much white, like like the homage, like this. There was a dial that had all the white like this, and I just want it to be something different. This is my own custom build. I really like the way it looks. See, I'm not such a small guy, so this is gonna rock. Well, I mean, 43 millimeter case, Seadweller. You got the little valve right here. I don't know how really if this really functions or not. These homage watches, these aftermarket parts, they say there's there, but usually if this is a real valve case, it would have a bore on this side for me to release to take this off, and it did not. It was solid. So I'm being transparent. I'm being real with you guys. When you buy these things on these websites, you gotta understand that you might not. It might say, helium relief valve, whatever, and probably really is not. Maybe it is. I don't know, but and I don't even know if it's real 904L steel. That's what they claim, but this has some weight to it. This is a very nice bracelet. If I'm ever gonna wear this watch somewhere nice, I'll definitely could throw these on. Like I said, my watches are all strap monsters. This is a strap monster. They're all strap monsters, man. But this, guys, I am very happy with the way it turned out. The Empire, because obviously got a Stormtrooper on there. And man, I am super, super happy with this build. I love that round sapphire dome look. I've already set the time on there. You can see the date is kind of like, because it's about to click over to 30. But man, oh man, I am very, 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 very happy with this build. Now that I'm looking at it, I might just leave it with those hands on there. I don't know. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna put a, I'm gonna put a, I'm gonna be putting a picture up right at the end before the outro of the hands I'm planning on putting on there. And you guys let me know in the comments if you guys want to see me open this back up and put those, I call them Star Wars hands in there. If not, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm really liking the way this is looking right here with the wine. Everything happens for a reason. These hands coming defective happen for a reason. But I think that with that little red second hand in there, oh my God, this just would have looked so much better. But it is what it is. I mean, I'll probably just order a set of red hands. I do have some coming. Actually, I have some coming that are Trident. So I might put those in here. We'll see what happens, guys. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and close out the video. This is the build right here, the Empire. These straps will get put away in this nice little case. This case, deep sea case, actually came in this nice plastic container right here. Like it actually came inside of like this container, like really nice. So these will be going back in there, and this watch will be going on my wrist. And this is a beautiful build, guy. I love it. I'm really happy with it, guys. I want to thank you for joining me, guys. If you see a build that I'm doing here and you want something like that, like you want something like this, like an Empire build, like with a Stormtrooper or something like that on there, let's get all these little pieces of things that I did mess up one of my crown stems, but I have a bunch of those. If you guys see a build that I'm making here, you guys are interested, like if you want something like this, guys, you can hit me up at darkhell.lux26@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you and we can communicate and we can get one built for you, and I'll make a video of it and everything, man. So that's what it is, guys. Again, I'm still new to this journey, so please don't be judgmental, but please be honest on the comments. I really don't care. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down. It's all good. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm doing this for fun and a hobby, and I'm learning as I go. So, it is what it is. I had stumbles on this one as well, but at the end of the day, we got it done. Beautiful build. I'm super happy. Guys, thank you for joining me, and catch me in the next one. Look for the preview of the new build coming soon. That is already on the way. Should be getting about a week, so check out for that. It's your boy, Darkel, signing out. Peace.